What's going on, guys? Christian here from CK Wraps. So today I'm going to do a little walk around video of the new wrap on my Jeep. As you can tell, it's a different color. Now the Jeep is stock red originally. It's not all done just yet. It's almost finished. But this is a Kevlar chrome. It's pretty amazing. It's like carbon fiber and chrome combined. It has crazy depth to it. It's got a little bit of a prismatic effect to it as well. I'm not going to mention the brand because this film is not out yet. This is a concept film, which I'm just kind of demoing right now. I've seen 2 different colors so far, or 3 actually. This color, a blue and a green. They're all pretty gorgeous, very difficult to work with. So if you guys are actually wondering how to work with films like this, you're gonna have to go to my website, ckwraps.com. I'll put a link in the top corner and in the description below for you. There you'll be able to find detailed videos, up close camera angles on how to wrap, okay? I'm gonna show you guys in and out what to do, as close and as detailed as possible. There's also an open discussion board for you guys to post your comments or questions that you might have. I'll answer them directly for you. Again, link in the top corner and in the description below. Now, this film is particularly difficult to work with because it's chrome, okay? But it's not only that, it's very thin and it cracks very easily, okay? So I'm gonna actually throw a little clip in there. What I'm showing you guys here is how delicate this film is. So what I'm going to do is heat it and then stretch it a little bit, and we can see the finish on it right now. Should look good. No cracks or hazing or anything like that on it. I'm not gonna heat this film very much, okay? So I'm just gonna take my hand right here, I'm gonna pick up the heat gun, heat it. Okay, something like that. You know, I'm fanning it from 12, 16 inches away. And I'm gonna take this now, I'm gonna pull it a little bit, and then it's all cracked, okay? I'm gonna try to get a good angle there for you. It's really hard for me to see in the camera. There are cracks everywhere in this. You can actually see them where the white light hits it. And where we're talking about the cracks, they run, right now they run across. Try and get the light to hit that spot right there. I mean, you can still see the texture in the film, of course, it's still shiny and stuff like that, but it is cracked, okay? This didn't require much stretch. I stretched this millimeters, nothing crazy at all. So to install this is very, very particular material handling, and to do a nice job of it, it's hard to do. So to be able to install this around some of these curves, and the Jeep is not that bad, to be honest, but it is difficult. It has some areas that are quite difficult to do and some areas that are not. Obviously the door is quite easy, the rear bed is quite easy, but around the window I had to seam it, and this very contoured piece right here, it did stretch and conform very well. It took me a couple of tries. Sometimes when you're doing installs with delicate films, it takes more than one try to get it done right. The hood, luckily I got it done in one shot. It was actually very difficult to do as well. And then the grill just took time to do. So I'm gonna give you a little walk around here. We're gonna pick up the camera and have a closer look at the details of what this wrap looks like. So everyone say hi to Mika. She's just laying down there chilling. All right, I'm gonna try and get you the best camera angle as possible so we can see this wrap all the way through and through. I'll come in a moment so you can actually see the detail of the film itself. So you can see the mirror effect that it has. It's very mirrored, but it also has a texture to it, okay? Let's let the camera focus. If I can actually get it to do that. There we go. Sometimes you just have to put your hand there. So this is extreme depth to the finish. It's actually insane. When you start seeing this around contours, curves and things like that, it becomes very noticeable on the actual depth of this film. So you can see a bit of that prismatic effect there as I walk around. You see that little bit of a rainbow there. Let's move it back. I'm just walking behind a car right now. It's in the way. And let's get in on some of the more curvy areas. So the curvy areas being maybe around the hood. And you're gonna see scratches in it. It is chrome. I haven't protected it with anything. So we can see how insane this actually gets and how it looks in this area. Looks super cool. The grill is done in many different pieces. Someone actually asked me how to do it. Tell me you can see a seam there somewhere. You can't, right? All the way down to the bottom, you can't see a seam. There are seams. So films will hide different types of finishes and things like that will hide seams differently, better or worse. Again, here's more of the texture to the finish. Try and get the camera to focus. It's insane. The camera doesn't even want to pick it up because it's very reflective. So again, you see fine lines. A lot of these fine lines here will heat out. There's a little embossing with my logo. This finish is not cracked, okay? As you notice, there's no cracks in the actual finish itself. And I love this piece right here. This is like, this piece coming up is it's the star, I guess, of the show. Because it shows the pattern so nicely. So on a more curved car, yes, it would be harder to install, but it will show the effect that this gives much better. I'm going to check out the corners. So you can see I didn't put an inlay in the very back behind the screw there. I do need to do that. So it's not quite completely finished. I also haven't even wrapped this piece yet up here. I just cut out the holes there since it was lifting, it's showing red. Not quite done yet, like I said, but this is the titanium chrome. I have to wrap that piece still. And then I'm going to go in here and throw in some inlays in this area right behind the screws, or overlays in that case. But you can see the corners. Okay, it's looking good. I mean, it hasn't been installed for terribly long yet. And then you're going to see the seam on the front window here, right there. Oh, there we go. And then one at the top. And I do have it running the same way. It's just that slight bend there throws it off a little bit because it did have to stretch the film a little bit differently coming up and around this area here. So you notice that it's slightly off. Actually, with real carbon fiber, you'll notice that that's pretty common to see seams in real carbon fiber parts that get more complex. So in the end, I don't think it looks bad at all. All around the hinges, everything's holding nicely. There's no bubbling this time. With the last wrap, it had bubbling on nearly right away. Some water dripping out of it. It was detailed, just had the car detailed by the Armor Lab, so they did an excellent job, just dripping a little bit right now. That's okay. There's a little embossing still. I just left that there. When I removed the wrap, it was still there, the decal. So I just wrapped right over it again. Let's check out the back area. Corners and things like that. Remember last time my corners up here were looking not so hot. That's because the film was also very thick, but this time it's much thinner. So I was able to do these cut and folds, just cut and folds here, believe it or not. The film is thinner, so it hides it better, and I just did the job a little bit nicer than last time. The camera, reverse camera is wrapped as well. It's actually an insane finish. Coming around. I was a bit of a goof, and when I was putting the tonneau cover back on, I nicked the wrap right there. So my car, I mean, I can drive around with it, no one will probably even notice. I could rewrap it too if I wanted to. There's a seam right here, you can't even tell, both sides. This is the side with less lighting on it, so the color will be a little bit more dark. You can see a little bit of red through there actually, right there. I didn't wrap deep enough. And you guys want to know how far in behind the bed? I just had left it satin black, so you can see I had satin black left there from the very first wrap that I wrapped this in. That's pretty much it. I haven't put the cap back on here yet. No big deal. Again, we can see I still need inlays behind these on this side as well. And this hasn't been done yet. The front end of the vehicle shows the finish a lot better, in my opinion, because it has more curves to it. Just bring it back a bit. Super cool film. I'm really excited about seeing this out for good. This color is actually gorgeous. Some of you may be curious what the green and the blue looks like. Actually, I have the blue. I wrapped my shocks in the blue just for the fun of it. I also have the green right here. The green is I put a post up, and this is the color that people chose most. Very nice. And then the blue's on the shocks. So if you guys are looking to actually see the colors, just head over to Instagram. You'll be able to see the colors there because I posted all three in a video. But yeah, it'll give you a better idea. Again, you'll see some pictures and stuff like that floating around. Concept film, okay, so we take a bit of risk here when it comes to the installation. I have no idea how long this is gonna last. And mainly not because of I'm worried it's just gonna blow off the car. This was very low tack, by the way. But I'm not worried it's going to blow off the car. It's more so how long is it going to maintain the pigment for. When we talk about wraps lasting, usually means the fade duration, or how long the pigment will actually last in the wrap. So you want to obviously to look like this for the next while we have it on. Let's say we have it on 2, 3, 4 years. That would be ideal. Mainly, I'm just going to test it with some UV light, see how it goes. I'm going to actually ceramic coat half of the vehicle and then leave the other half exposed to see if there is a fade rate between the two sides, because the ceramic coating does help prevent against UV fading. Anyways, guys, you know, that's it. I wanted to show you the Jeep. It's pretty awesome. I love it. Super awesome new finish. And this is what kind of gets me excited about being in the industry. Is like, you know, it actually does make me excited being in the industry. Things like this are super exciting, fun to do. It draws a lot of attention, and if you can actually get your own vehicle done in something that's a little bit more vibrant and bright like this, it will actually draw in a lot of business. But you have to get it done well. You can't get it done poorly, because that could reflect very poorly on you in the end. So, you know, if you find that you're buying a product that's hard to install and it's not turning out great, you might not want to go that route yet until you can actually, or until you're actually able to install it properly, because you don't want it to cause you or give you a bad reputation in the end. Guys, I hope you enjoyed the wrap. I hope you enjoyed the video. Looking forward to doing some more videos for you. I do have a few more on the way. Again, thank you for watching. I appreciate it very much. Take care.